Hi, in this video we are going to talk about step response of RC circuits. That means if I have a circuit with one resistor or one capacitor, that is the easiest, and the source is present. Earlier the source was not present. Now this can be a voltage source or current source, anything. So this step function will give us a step response, and we can calculate that effectively at the end what will be the voltage across capacitor or the current in this resistor or voltage across this resistor. So if I have a circuit like this, we can go through the derivation and come to the final equation which we have in terms of voltage source, initial voltage across capacitor, and time constant tau. Let us try to understand what is happening here. When we discussed about natural response, we said natural response was V naught e raised to power minus t by tau. We can also write it as V naught minus 0 times e raised to power minus t by tau. V naught is the initial condition. In natural response, voltage is always decaying. So final condition was 0. And it is exponentially decreasing with this time constant. Now we are saying that we are not having source-free circuit. There is some external force in terms of a voltage source or current source which will not let the capacitor decay to 0, but it will maybe start from here and slowly settle at that final value. So that final value, which we call V infinity, is, let us say, Vs. So the total response is V of t is V forced plus V natural, where V forced is the final value of voltage across capacitor or anything. I can call it V infinity, plus natural response is same, V initial minus V infinity e raised to power minus t by tau. That is the simple concept of step response of an RC circuit. So that is what we call as direct method also. In direct method, we are going to calculate that what is the final value of my voltage and what is my natural response, and we add the forced response and natural response and we get our answer. So this is the equation that we remember, and we need to calculate three things: final value, initial value, and time constant. Let us look at this circuit. So here this is the position of capacitor for a long time. Capacitor is not connected to this part of the circuit. So 20 volt, 4 volt is connected at DC conditions. Capacitor will behave like open circuit. So whatever is the voltage across this 5 kilo ohm, that is same as across this capacitor. So that voltage is 5 by 5 plus 3, 8. So V capacitor at 0 minus is 5 by 8 into 24. So 15 volt. Good. Once I have this 15 volt across the capacitor, then I am changing the position of my switch to this. That means V across capacitor at 0 plus is also same right now. It is not changing immediately, but now it is connected to a 30 volt source. So now the capacitor will try to charge to 30 volt, and at infinity the voltage across capacitor will become 30. That means V infinity across the capacitor will be Vc at infinity, that will be 30 volt. And what is the time constant? That is Rc. So what is R now? That is only 4K. So 4K into C, which is 1 by 2 milli, that means 2. So what is my equation? V infinity, V initial minus V infinity, e raised to power minus t by tau. So V infinity is 30. 15 minus 30, e raised to power minus t by 2. So that is the voltage across capacitor at any given time. Now I can ask, okay, if I put t equal to 1 in this equation, or I put t equal to 4, what are the values? So we get this expression of Vt. Once I have the expression, I can put t equal to 1 or t equal to 4 and we get our answers. There is a very similar question that you can practice. Here we are saying there is a 10 volt source, there is 2 ohm, 6 ohm, and there is a 50 volt source, and this is the capacitor. Earlier the switch is open. If the switch is open, that means this and this, they are not into my circuit. So 10 volt is the initial voltage. Once you connect this, now I will have a final value across the capacitor which can be calculated by using KCL or KVL. This point is 10, this point is minus 50. So V minus 10 by 2, V plus 50 by 6 equal to 0 because nothing will flow here. From there you will get V. I think you are going to get V equal to minus 5. So final value plus initial minus final, 10 minus minus 5, 15, e raised to power minus t by tau. What is tau now? When you calculate R equivalent, you have to calculate the equivalent resistance across the capacitor by making all the independent sources 0. So this is 0, this is 0, 2 ohm parallel 6 ohm, 12 by 8, 1.5, that is R equivalent, into 1 by 3 C, and you get your time constant as 1 by 2. So you get the expression. Then you put t equal to 0.5 and you can get the voltage at 0.5. So all the RC circuits with step response, they are analyzed in a similar way. So here we have 30 UT, that means for t less than 0, this is 0 volt. For t greater than 0, it is 30 volt. So before t equal to 0, this was a short circuit. This was closed. So capacitor was connected only with 10 volts. So initial voltage was 10. When I go for t greater than 0, 30 volt is connected, 10 volt is removed. So final value will be 30. Because no, not 30. 30 volt is connected and voltage across this 20 ohm will be final, and that will be 20 by 30 of 30, that means 20. What will be R? That will be 10 parallel 20, and C is 1 by 4. So this is how you are going to analyze RC circuit with step response. So R equivalent, tau, V infinity, V initial, all of them we got, and we can solve it. After that, if we ask any other quantity in the circuit, let us say we are asking what is this I. This I is 30 minus Vt divided by 10. I have the expression for Vt. I have 30. I can divide by 10 and I get I. If someone asks you what is the voltage across 20 ohm resistor, that is same as capacitor. So remaining quantities can be easily calculated, and this is a similar exercise which you can practice. Thank you.